What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Cam Bam, bringing you another episode of Madden Online Match or online gameplay. So this was a match I played a couple months prior. I'm playing with the Jacksonville Jags, who are our new favorite team in Madden 18, and we are taking on the Denver Broncos. Now, I'm not going to commentary during the video. I'm going to commentary at the beginning and towards the end of the video. So enjoy this amazing game.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. That's taken on the 25. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguars.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Von Miller from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Shotgun now for Bortles. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos are going to get it at the 20. Well, let's go league-wide before this next drive starts. Last week, we discussed some of the trades that happened. Jay Ajayi did look pretty good in the Philly uniform. Long touchdown run.
Boy, they really made a great deal to get him, and now they compare him with LeGarrette Blount, and you kind of got a thunder-lightning type thing. And Ajayi showed some lightning against Denver. But how about this? Kelvin Benjamin went, but on a Thursday night game, not enough time to get him ready to play for his new team in Buffalo. Jimmy Garoppolo did not play with San Francisco. We'll find out when they both will get on the field. And how about the Saints and the Cardinals? Because remember, the Adrian Peterson trade, I think it benefited both teams.
Yeah, AP went over 100 yards. Kamara and Ingram, they've really settled in as well. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
On second down, Anderson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now Osweiler. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big.
It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to the best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
But I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, here's Osweiler. Flushed out right. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it, and the Jags grab it. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now Osweiler on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Well, on that incompletion, let's discuss how Week 9 on Sunday, November 5th, there was a full moon, and there were some full moon happenings in the NFL, wasn't there?
There certainly were, and think about it this way. Blair Walsh, who was 16 for 17 in field goals when the game began against Washington, he missed 3 for Seattle in that game. Might have been the difference. Julio Jones.
Yeah, drop pass in the end zone that could have won the game.
When does Julio Jones drop passes, especially open as he was there? And how about 2 teams putting 51 points on the board? The Los Angeles Rams against the Giants. And, of course,
Philadelphia did it against Denver.
Denver, the #1 defense in the league.
Full moon.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Bortles to throw. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. They'll try the end around with Robinson. And he's got room. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, 63 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Avery Jones able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. Over.
On 2nd down, Osweiler. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. That one goes for 24 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
He keeps making plays like that when Carlos Henderson's name will be extended to Carlos Henderson, big play guy.
Well, he maybe wasn't the household name out of college, went to Louisiana Tech, but 19 touchdowns last year. That tied the number 5 overall pick, Corey Davis, for the most in D1 football.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now it's Osweiler, and this one complete to Virgil Green. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's go. Back nine it up, Philly. Here we go. Gone.
They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. From the gun, it's Osweiler. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Osweiler. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
That's it for the welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, their drive and will to come back and...
It's a foot race. The 30. Past the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 64 yards. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. Throwing now is Bortles. Buying time to his left. He may try and run. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Well, now they'll try the end around. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah, that one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Osweiler with a give. This is Anderson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Osweiler on 2nd down. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Here we go. Gone. No. Check. Patriots.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Hurry up. Here we go. All right, now. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Osweiler will throw again. And that one knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Here comes the D swarming to the line. 2nd and 10. It's Osweiler again. Steps away to his left. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And now out come the Jags. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderado. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, and you have to get the ball back. Everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands. Whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Jags do snap it. It's Bortles. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Von Miller in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting back.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
There we go now.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. From the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield?
So far in this game, we have pretty much dominated. We gave up a touchdown. And, you know, it is what it is, you know. It was a very, very good game, I cannot lie. The Jags defense is for real. They proved it this past season in the NFL. With the Jags team, I think maybe they need to get like a second running back or some offensive line. But other than that, the Jags team is for real. This Jags team is going to be winning the AFC South a lot in the next coming years. And we get a pick, and we about to take it back. Can we take it back to the house? And we are stopped, and he ended up winning the game. So thank you for watching my video. More videos coming up soon. Stay tuned.